Well, hi, I am here with Yushi from PVH. She is the key account manager for Asia, Middle East, and Africa. Yushi, we are very happy to have you here with us.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
You know, PVH is one of my favorite personal companies and trackers. It was one of the first companies I had to deal with growing up in the industry. And we know that it is one of the companies that are in a leading position when it comes to technology around the world.
Yes,
so today, what is that element that makes PVH at a different level technological compared to other people in the market?
Okay, to answer this question, I need to declare that PV hardware, our trackers are designed to adapt to the real-world project execution and for long-term resilience. So for the key advantage that we have, I'm going to introduce from 3 points. So firstly, it's about pre-assembly. We're not going to deliver you thousands of boxes of bolts and nuts to the project site. Instead, we're gonna pre-assemble all these things together in our factory. And then you're gonna receive assembled products on site already. This is gonna save you a lot of time and cost, and we can minimize the mistakes. Also, we have the team locally to support you whenever you have any needs. Secondly, it's about the terrain response technology that we have. Now you know in Middle East or any other parts in the world, the golden land, let's say the flat land, is becoming fewer and fewer. So we have to adapt to the terrain, and it gives us a lot of good parts. For example, it preserves the topsoil, so we do not destroy the environment. And the land can still be used after 25 years of operation. Also, from the project side, the developers and EPC do not need to do a lot of earthworks since the cut and fill volume is largely reduced. And we are able to save the project cost and the time. The third part is about the total stow strategy. When it comes to extreme weather events, especially in the Middle East, the wind is very strong, and sometimes it can reach to a very high peak in very short time. And our technology makes us to have the total stow. Our tracker can move to the nearest 60 degree, and the time to move to this stow position is less than 2.5 minutes. And in this case, we can make sure our tracker is reliable and also make sure the plant can operate very smoothly.
This is very important. You know, all of the things that you mentioned are very important. But you said something about the fact that you have multiple manufacturing facilities all over the world as well.
Exactly.
Can you tell us which countries are you manufacturing now? I know you have in China, I know you have in Europe, certain areas, and I know you have in Saudi. So is that it, or you have also more?
Yes, of course, we have more. The important thing is that we have our fully owned factory, and there are 3. The first is in our headquarters in Spain, in Valencia. Second is in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and the third is in Houston, USA. We have set up this factory in these locations because there are a lot of project needs. Apart from that, there's also local content requirements. I think you must heard that you need a factory to enter a market. And since we set up the factory, we can comply with this regulation. This gives us the strength in this market. We also have the local team there. So in case there is any problems occur, we can always send our teams super fast and respond very quickly to any problem. So that's our key advantage. Apart from that, we also have very complete supply chain in China, in Turkey, in South Africa, in Brazil, etc. With all this together, when we face some geological interruption or like logistics increase, it's easier for us to adapt to. and we can send our goods from anywhere, let's say, to fulfill your needs and to make sure we are delivered on time.
Yeah, and in the Middle East, this is very important because we have a lot of geopolitical disturbances that happen. So being everywhere helps you expand, of course. How do you feel that having all these factories all over the area help your company, PVH, grow into new markets every year?
So it actually gives us the strengths that other competitors do not have, because we can always deliver on time, and this help us gain the trust from client. So in the future phase, when they have a project, they will definitely come to us because we are reliable.
True, and you are close.
Yes, true.
That's good. Well, I also heard that you have a lot of strategic partnerships in China. These strategic partnerships are, of course, very important. Today, China is the factory of the world. How do you feel these partnerships affect your expansion globally as well?
So China, actually, it's a hub of the global supply chain. And we do not simply view it as a hub. We view it as the center of the most advanced solar technologies. You know, it allows us to satisfy our clients' needs. For example, some clients, they want pricing, and some clients, they require fast manufacturing and delivery. And some other clients, they require us to source some specific components that only China have such things. So in this case, China makes us to have a very good balance between the cost, quality, and delivery time. So we benefit a lot from this.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know that China in solar energy is the most advanced. So if you want to have the newest technology in the world, it's usually available only in China. If you want to have, even in modules, even in inverters, even in energy storage. So definitely being here gives a lot of flexibility. I want to talk about SNEC, which is, by the way, it's my first year in SNEC here. I'm very happy to be here. It's massive, it's huge. Based on your overview over 3 days of SNEC, what do you think is the technologies that are growing fast, and what is happening in the market from tracker point of view?
So from the tracker point of view, there are many things happening at the same time. For example, like AI. You know, this is the most popular topic for now. And our tracker, we have the total stow strategy already applied. And we use LoRa 1, the wireless communication, to make sure our tracker can communicate efficiently, even during the extreme weather events. We gonna act super quick. And we also developed our own SCADA system, which can make you see how the tracker is going to move and visualize everything. So in this new world, we also developed the terrain response, as I just mentioned, also the 3D backtracking to make sure your plant can generate more energy.
That's amazing. So you think AI is going to contribute more and more, even in trackers, not only inverters, not only in weather stations, in everything, even in trackers?
Yes, generally speaking, yes. And actually, to be honest, we are also looking at something which is related to tracker installations. Currently, maybe it's still in the developing stage, but in the future, we hope it can help to better install our trackers from the economic scale and have cheaper pricing and more precise work.
This is what I love about PVH. You always put yourself in the shoes of the user, of the developer, of the EPC to find the best solution. Well, I'm very happy. Thank you very much for your time. This has been lovely. And we can't wait to see more of PVH projects in the region. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.